Hello. Welcome back to our channel, soap lovers. If there is one thing we can always count on in Salem, it is Leo Stark absolutely refusing to mind his own business. The man is a walking, talking hurricane of drama, and honestly, I absolutely love him for it. Love him or hate him, you cannot deny that Leo brings a level of chaotic entertainment that this show desperately needs. Right now, Leo is spiraling, and the target of his unhinged affection is none other than Javi Hernandez. But there is a massive muscular roadblock standing in his way. Gus. Can you believe it? Just when Leo thought he had a genuine shot at winning Javi's heart after the whole Dimitri von Leuschner disaster, in walks Gus, Javi's former firefighter buddy from Texas. And they didn't just walk in, they kissed. Right in front of Leo. Seeing Javi and Gus lock lips absolutely shattered Leo. We all know Leo has been attending therapy sessions with Dr. Marlena Evans, genuinely trying to become a better man. He wants to heal. He wants to be healthy. But here's the kicker. Leo Stark's version of healthy usually lasts about 5 minutes before his toxic, scheming nature takes over. A leopard simply cannot change its spots, and Leo is about to reach deep into his old bag of dirty tricks. We saw Leo shamelessly interrogating Gus, desperately trying to figure out how long this guy was planning to stay in town. Leo was banking on Gus just being a temporary tourist. He even tried to plant seeds of doubt in Javi's mind, whispering that Gus wasn't committed and was only visiting. But that completely backfired. Javi went straight to Gus, told him what Leo was saying, and Gus immediately reassured Javi that he had plenty of vacation time and wasn't going anywhere. Amazing. But it gets worse for Leo. Javi, being the proactive guy he is, suggested a permanent solution. There is an open firefighter position in Salem. After some heavy, sickeningly sweet flirting, Gus agreed to apply for the job so he could stay in Salem with Javi forever. And guess who was lurking in the shadows, eavesdropping on this entire romantic exchange? Leo Stark. The look of absolute venom on Leo's face said it all. He had been counting down the days until Gus packed his bags and went back to Texas, leaving Javi vulnerable and ready to fall into Leo's waiting arms. Now, that dream is going up in flames. There is absolutely no way Leo is going to stand by and watch Gus put down roots in Salem. All is fair in love and war, and Leo is officially declaring war. So, how exactly is Leo going to sabotage Gus on Days of Our Lives? I think this move is going to be classic, vintage Leo. He is a master manipulator. Gus has to submit a formal application to the Salem Fire Department. Leo is not above breaking and entering. I can completely envision a scene where Leo sneaks into the administrative offices, logs into a computer, and completely deletes Gus's application from the system. Or even better, he alters the application to make Gus look like a total liability. Maybe he calls Gus's former fire chief in Texas and pretends to be a reference, completely trashing Gus's reputation. That is crazy, but it is exactly the kind of petty, destructive behavior Leo thrives on. But wait, because the plot thickens in the most delicious way possible, we also know that JJ Deveraux is back in town. JJ is currently mourning the 4-year anniversary of his sister Abigail's tragic death, and he is desperately looking for a fresh start. JJ wants to officially return to his roots and get hired as an EMT again. Now, in a small town like Salem, the fire department and the EMT squads are heavily connected, often operating under the same municipal umbrella. Are JJ and Gus competing for the exact same open position? If they are, this is the ultimate golden ticket for Leo Stark. A lot of fans think Leo is just going to focus solely on ruining Gus, but I actually think he is going to use JJ as his ultimate weapon. Think about the connections here. JJ is currently living under the same roof as Chad DiMera. And who does Leo work for? Chad. Leo is heavily entrenched in the DiMera and Spectator orbit. It is highly likely that Leo will overhear Chad talking about JJ's job hunt, or he might even hear it directly from JJ himself. Once Leo connects the dots, a sinister light bulb is going to go off in his head. If Leo can guarantee that JJ gets the job instead of Gus, it is a twisted win-win. JJ gets his life back on track, and Gus is left unemployed and forced to return to Texas. Leo could easily hack the system, push JJ's resume to the top of the pile, and bury Gus's application in the digital trash. I think this would be a brilliant narrative move by the writers because it weaves together two completely different storylines. It gives JJ a meaningful purpose upon his return. Let's dive into the deep psychological analysis of Leo for a moment. Why does he do this? Leo equates possession with love. He is deeply insecure and carries immense trauma from his past rejections. Whenever he feels abandoned, whether it was by Sonny Kyriakis, Craig Wesley, or Dimitri, his immediate defense mechanism is to control the narrative. He genuinely believes that if he simply eliminates the obstacle, which is Gus, Javi will magically realize that Leo is his soulmate. It is a completely delusional way of thinking, but in Leo's warped mind, he is the romantic hero fighting for his true love. He justifies his toxic behavior by telling himself that Gus isn't right for Javi anyway. This entire situation gives me massive historical callbacks to the golden eras of Salem sabotage. Remember when Sammy Brady used to hack into hospital records or manipulate job applications just to keep Carrie and Austin apart? Or when Victor Kyriakis would literally buy entire companies just so he could fire his daughter's boyfriends? Leo's channeling that exact same legacy of ruthless, romantic interference. He is using corporate and municipal sabotage to control someone else's love life. It is soap opera perfection. However, we have to talk about the inevitable fallout because Leo's schemes always blow up in his face. Javi is not stupid. He is a smart, observant guy who already knows exactly how sneaky Leo can be. If Gus mysteriously loses out on this job, or if his application magically goes missing, Javi is going to point the finger straight at Leo. And you won't believe what happens next, because we have some massive breaking casting news that is going to play directly into the climax of this storyline. In exactly 1 month, the role of Javi Hernandez is being recast. Al Calderon is officially exiting Days of Our Lives, and the talented Jacob Martinez is stepping into the role right in the middle of this front burner storyline. This is a huge deal. Usually, when a soap opera executes a mid-storyline recast, they time it perfectly with a massive emotional climax. I strongly predict that Jacob Martinez's first few episodes as Javi will feature the explosive confrontation where Javi uncovers Leo's sabotage. Imagine the drama. The new Javi finding out that Leo ruined Gus's career prospects just out of spite. Will this push Javi further into Gus's arms, or will the stress of the sabotage cause Gus to pack up and leave Salem for good? Personally, I think Leo's plan is going to work in the short term. Gus will lose the job and leave town. But in the long term, Javi is going to hate Leo for what he did. Leo might win the battle, but he is absolutely going to lose the war for Javi's heart. What do you guys think? Is Leo going to successfully hack the fire department and hand the job to JJ? Will the new Javi forgive Leo? Or is this the final nail in the coffin for their potential romance? Let me know your thoughts down below.